What's up guys, my name is Alexis and this is my first video on this channel. And the reason why I started this channel is because it's currently December 30th of 2025 and I just feel like 2026 will be my year, so I kind of want to document this before the year really starts taking off. A little bit about me as I drive to work. I'm a day trader from the username I go under RTX Trades. And yeah, I kind of wanted to start this video after I had a thought in the bathroom, and I was just while I was taking a shower, and I was just thinking I kind of want to document this journey so far. I'm about 9 months into my journey, and so far within those 9 months, I was able to make my first $10,000. Luckily, within the month of October, so not that far ago, well, not that long ago, I made my first $10,000. And I really just wanted to make this YouTube channel and start making videos because I'm really manifesting something huge in 2026. Everyone's thinking 2026 is going to be their year and all that, and I'm low-key thinking that 2026 will be my year. I've had success in trading. Now I just want to get more than that and just rinse and repeat the process. Everyone is on a different journey. One of the things I wanted to talk about was what I want to do with this channel. It's more to document my journey just for me to look at, but to also post it for other people, because I know other people are in the same path as I am, as starting day trading and wanting to be known, and just wanting to make a nice wealthy living off of being a day trader. And I know the journey is very difficult. I've been doing it for 9 months so far, and I know it's difficult. It was difficult for me, and I know it's difficult for others. So I kind of just wanted to document this journey. I have a lot of big things planned for 2026. I currently have 3 funded accounts from My Funded Futures, 100K Pro accounts, and those accounts are actually really fire if you guys know about them. And yeah, I plan on just making more than the 10K I have and scaling it and making just a lot more money than I've made before. And yeah, I want to use that money to reinvest and also to buy myself a new car, which is also another reason why I wanted to start this YouTube video. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, content creator, whether it's with trading or with making car content. And so yeah, this is just the beginning of it. I really just had this thought while I was in the shower, just having one of those thoughts. And I was really thinking to myself, why not just start now, make a YouTube video while I'm just driving on the way to work, just to, get my thoughts out, and just so I could look back at them later. I mainly just want to talk about trading in an aspect, because I know trading is very difficult, and it's always nice to hear from somebody else, to hear how somebody else is going through it and hear their journey. So like I said, for me, I've been doing this since February. I started with, I know most of you guys know TJR. TJR Bootcamp is what I started from. And from there, I focused a month of just studying and writing down notes. A whole month, 30 days. Huge. I got a notebook, wrote down everything, have 25 pages just full of trading stuff. Spent another month of just back testing, trying a strategy, making sure it works. And from there, I got a funded account. And luckily for me, I was able to pass my first funded account through the help of my girlfriend's stepdad, who also was a trader. So I had his guidance and what I've learned from the bootcamp and trading in general, ICT concepts, and it really worked out for me. So yeah, I got to a point. I started around, I want to say March or April. April is when I passed my first funded account, and from there I wasn't able to pull out money from trading until August. And after I pulled out my first money, which was from My Funded Futures, which was $1,000, it really felt great, from really just putting some time into it, putting over 6 months into it, and finally getting a result. And it just feels nice. They always say you should pay yourself as traders, especially if you've never gotten a payout before, and I hold that to be true. If you're just starting your journey and you've never had a feeling of being rewarded for your hard work or getting a payout, I really recommend that if you are able to get to that funded stage and you're able to make a little bit past your buffer, I would definitely recommend to just pull out some money. Just reward yourself. Take that money, because once you do pay yourself out, it really just does something to your mental, and it really just, you know, it makes you feel great, and like it makes you feel like what you've been putting your work for isn't for nothing, you know. So with that being said, I pulled another $10,000 through a bunch of discipline through Top Step. Pulled out, I got a 50K funded, ran it up, I think $12,000, and was able to pull out max funding 2 times of $5,000. So that got me to my first 10K month. And after I got that, it just really felt great. You know, I'm only 20 years old, graduated high school in 2023, just graduated college this December. So I'm really just also wanting to put all my time and focus into making videos and just focusing on my trading journey, because, you know, that's what I really want to do. That's my passion right now, is just trading, is making a living through trading, making money through trading, and, you know, helping out others and helping out my family members, and, you know, all that good stuff, and, you know, supporting my girlfriend throughout this journey too. Not to get off track, but yeah, like I was saying, just rewarding yourself is really something great, you know. On the lines of trading, you know, this journey is very hard. A lot of it really comes from psychology. Psychology is one of the biggest things when it comes to trading. And, you know, if you don't really work on that psychology and fix that stuff, it'll really do a lot of damage to you. You know, it'll do a lot of damage. You know, I've had many days where I wasn't able to take a loss. I had many days where I would be up like $1,000 and I was greedy and I wanted to make more. I ended up losing $1,000. I had one day where I took like 2 losses and wanted to try to make it back, and I ended up, you know, blowing accounts. You know, everyone knows the journey of going and becoming a day trader. You know, it's really difficult. People think it's easy, that you're just pulling money and, you know, it's like money getting put in your lap, and it really isn't that. You know, it really just takes time and dedication and all that. So yeah, I really wanted to make this video because, like I said, it's the second to last day of 2025, and I really am manifesting something great, and I really am going to put my time and energy in 2026 into something that, you know, I'm really going to make this year the best year possible. This will be my first like full year of trading. I started a little bit after 2025 started. So this will be like my first full year of trading. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I want to try to document most of the way there. You know, make videos like these of just, you know, psychology videos, talking videos, being real to you guys. On top of that too, I want to try to make some videos on car content. Right now, I'm currently in my Nissan Altima SER. Got it looking pretty nice. Spent a lot of time into this. Got this car when I was when I was in high school. Around 2022 is when I got this car, and I'm gonna try to get a new car so I could have some better content. I plan on getting the Ray-Ban Metas. Right now, I'm filming on the DJI Osmos Pocket 3, which is a beautiful camera. I use this camera for mainly rollers, and today I decided to try to use it for a video. So yeah, you guys are currently on my 360 camera like rig right now. I have a Move Max arm bar right now that's connected to the window, and yeah, either way, I really just plan on taking life serious and really just going all in what I am inspired and dream of doing. So obviously one of those dreams is being a successful day trader. On top of that too, I want to embrace like my ambition for like cars and work on cars, and, you know, just make some car content. I plan on also getting the Ray-Ban Metas to film some POV videos when I get my new car. And yeah, that's what I really want to put my energy towards. I have the time for it. Currently, I just work a full-time job, which is also supporting my day trading business. So I definitely recommend you guys on Talks of Trading that you definitely need a job to support your business. You know, you're gonna spend money on eValves, so you need some source of income to actually support that. Some people think that they could just start day trading without having a job, or start day trading and get a little payout and then quit their job, and it doesn't really work like that, you know, because you're not gonna be a consistent trader like your first year in. It really is difficult to be a consistent trader. I mean, some people are able to manage to do it, but for the most part, and in reality, it's not gonna happen in a year, you know. So definitely having a job is another good thing to also keep For me, I plan on keeping this job a little longer. I was thinking maybe like a year or so. I want to see how well I can do in 2026 and see how well my trading journey has gone. And if I'm able to have like a solid like $50,000 in my business account, then I would only then just switch to a part-time job. I would switch to a part-time job and still work and have some source of income coming that is stable. And then, after that, if I make enough money that I won't need a job anymore, then I'll just end up quitting my job and going full-time with trading and full-time into making content on YouTube for trading and cars. So yeah, that's my plan. But like I said, this video is really for me to look back on, like right before 2026 starts, and I could maybe look back on this video at the end of 2026 and see where my head was at and what I was thinking in this time. And yeah, and this is going to be my first video on this channel. I don't really know where I want to go with this channel. I just made the video now. I'm going to post it later and just see what happens. I know it's not going to get that many views, but like I said, it's mainly just for me to just to reflect on later in life and everything, just to see like, okay, this is where my head was at December 30th, 2025, right before 2026 begins. And yeah, these are just some of the things I'm manifesting. And yeah, on top of that, I have some goals I have set out for the new year. One of them is going to the gym. I definitely want to go to the gym a lot more, focus on that, go to the gym in the morning. On top of that, I do want to work on my psychology with trading. So these are some of my New Year's resolutions I want to do. And so I want to go to the gym more again. And I want to focus on my psychology. I have like 2 trading books right now, Trading in the Zone and The Best Loser Wins, which are 2 books I definitely recommend you guys to read to definitely work on that psychology, because that's one of the biggest thing in trading is having a good mental. So yeah, I want to focus on those 2 things. On top of that, I want to try to buy myself a new car. The car I'm looking to get or wanting to get right now is an M340i, a BMW M340i. And I want to use that car to maybe make some more content and, make some videos, project videos of what I'm doing to my car and everything. And yeah, that's another goal of mine. As well as I want to try to move out by 2026. I really do want to try to do that. Not for me, but mainly just also for my girlfriend, for both of us, where we can have our own place of living. And yeah, I really want to try to strive those 4 things there. And on top of that, my other goal would be to try to make $20,000 in a month, because last year, 2025, I already was able to make $10,000. So I want to try to see if I could double that and make $20,000 or even $30,000 within that year. So those are my 2 goals right now, or my New Year's goals right now, and I want to make sure I try to achieve those, so that tomorrow at New Year's Eve, since tomorrow's New Year's Eve, I want to try to write down my goals in a notebook, in the same trading notebook that I use to write down all my goals from the beginning. And I'm going to write those goals down, and I want to try to make sure that I manifest those goals and make sure, those are some things that actually come true and come to life. That's what I'm going to try to strive super hard for. Just what I want to say for trading is like, it's a very hard journey. People think it's easy, and in reality, it's super hard. I had a lot of nights where I was crying, thinking of not knowing what I could do next, thinking that I could maybe do drop shipping instead, thinking of I could do any other route. And a lot of people do that, where they want to try to do so many different things, because I know I was like that. I want to try to do drop shipping. I want to try to do freelance brand scaling, what Brez does. I want to try to do what a bunch of these other influencers and entrepreneurs were doing. And you really waste a lot more time when you try to do so many things at once, instead of just focusing and putting your energy into one thing. And that's what I did with trading. I put all my time and energy into trading, and luckily I was able to have some success from that now, obviously. So that's my comment for you guys, is that stick to one thing, put all your time, focus, and energy into that one thing, and eventually, with due time, that one thing will reward you. Whether it's trading, whether it's drop shipping, whether it's Amazon FBA, whether it's anything else out there. But you know, just putting your energy into that one thing and actually putting your all into it, studying as much as you can, just focusing, locking in, and you really will achieve something great with that. So on top of that, I want to try to be more disciplined, because you know, everyone has a set of rules, and I also have a set of rules, but you know, it's very easy for us as traders to break those rules. So I really want to try to focus on my rules and being strict with myself. You know, if I take a win, just hop off the charts. If I take 2 losses, just hop off the charts. Not be too greedy. Have a strict set of rules. And, you know, just by following those strict set of rules that you have planned out, it will be a lot easier to achieve that. Because I know in the month of October, when I made my first $10,000 through Top Step, it was a lot of discipline. It was the most disciplined I've ever been in that stage, in that month. You know, with Top Step, you need $150 days or more, and I would usually just hit that $150 days and just, you know, lock my account out and not trade anymore. And, you know, being that disciplined, making that much, and, you know, that is what's going to get you to that point, and that's what I've realized now. Newsflash with that account, I had a crazy tilt day where I ended up blowing the entire account and lost all $12,000 that was in my account. I know, right? Super transparent right now, but you know, I did that. I'm proud to say that, because I know that I will never make that mistake ever again, and I know that mistake that I made that mistake that I made on that day will never occur again. And I will tell you exactly how that happened. I had a $12,000 buffer. I took a pretty decent loss, which was $2,000. And, you know, in reality, I really should have just locked my account and stopped right there if I had that much discipline. But I think it was just a euphoric feeling of making my first $10,000 that I wanted to make more, and I wanted to pull more money out of that account, that I just kept trading and over trading. And I guess next thing you know, I lost another $2,000, made back probably $2,000. Then I lost $4,000. Then I lost probably another $5,000. Next thing you know, the account was blown. And that all happened in one single day, one single night. Literally was up all night trying to make that money back. And one thing I'll always remember from that day is literally that whole night, which was London session, of me trying to trade gold and me trying to trade the NASDAQ at the same time, trying to make my money back that I already lost. The next day, or the next morning, the next AM session presented the most beautiful setup. And, you know, I literally, that's one of the days I really cried the most on. But, you know, that right there really taught me something. And, you know, after that happened, I took a break from the charts, obviously. And I told myself that I would never let that happen again. And I'm going to hold true to that. That has not happened at all yet. So, and it never will happen for sure. But yeah, this is just mainly what I want to talk about with trading and what I want to do with this YouTube channel. I'm going to try to post some, maybe some trade recaps one day. If I find a really good setup, I'll just end up posting a trade recap. On top of that, if I see something I want to do with my car, make a little POV video. If I get my car later on, definitely want to try to do that, do POV videos, because I definitely want to be a content creator for cars and make edits, and I got to end up editing this video out. But yeah, I definitely want to put some time into making YouTube, since I'm graduated with my associate's degree in college, and I haven't figured out where I really want to go with college and if college really is for me. Because I've made a decent amount of money so far with trading, with only being less than a year into it. So I really think if I just continue putting my time into this, it could really reward me a lot more. So I plan on sticking with trading for now until something else presents that I can't do it anymore or something like that. But for the most part, I'm already so deep into trading. I've already spent 9 months learning trading, and I've already had a taste of the reward of making a $10,000 in 1 month that I don't think I'll ever stop trading. You know, I've already know so much. I've already seen success in some of the trades that I've made, so I don't see a point in stopping. You know, what's the point of, you know, the little miner meme, you know, he's digging, and as soon as he gives up, literally not that far is all the diamonds. So that's where I see myself right now, is I'm not going to give up, because I've already had one diamond, but I know there's going to be a lot more diamonds just right around the corner. So yeah, that's why I really want to make this video. It's just a reflection for me. I'm going to post this later, watch it later, and watch it throughout the year as for my goal for 2026. And I just know that it's going to be my year, and I hope if anyone's still watching this, that I hope it's going to be your year too. And yeah, you know, 2026 seems like a great year. 2025 markets were crazy, and you had that huge dump at the beginning of the year. So now I think the beginning of the year will maybe be something really great. So yeah, this is my first little video for this YouTube channel. I'm gonna try to see where this goes. I mean, I hope this turns into something big, hopefully later down the line, and this will always be my first YouTube channel, or my first YouTube video on this account of just me talking about me and my trading journey and what I plan on doing with this YouTube channel. So yeah, last thing I want to say is to never give up. Don't give up on what you are ambitious about. Never give up on what you believe. And yeah, that's all I really want to say. If you're still watching this, I really appreciate it. Means a lot to me. And yeah, on top of that, I will probably see you guys again when I figure out another YouTube video idea. But after that, I hope you guys have a blessed day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in 2026. Deuces.